fast we've made. I guess it's a good thing I... Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, no. Oh, boy. I was going to say, I guess it's a good thing I created that other path down there. But, oh, boy. And then these road signs are in the way, too. So this is... Wait till you see this. Get over there. Yeah. Alright gang, welcome back to our Frugal Millionaire Challenge on Mazo. You join me as I'm actively in the process of bringing back our wheel loader. I've got a pallet fork on it, as you can see. Finally bought one of those. It's time, man. We've got some stuff to sell today from our productions, finally, so hopefully we get a good amount of money out of that. Because as you can see, we don't have that much money right now. So we don't really have a whole lot to do either. Because we don't have any money. We can't buy any more fields or anything like that. So the thing we can do is all of those trees over there. Let me stop here for a second. Let me block Walter for a minute. Just to talk to you for a second. So we do own this plot of land. Remember, we bought that plot of land previously. It already has a crop in it. We're just waiting on it to be ready to harvest. There are some trees up here that we can get rid of. It's not a ton of trees, but it is some trees nonetheless. But we'll see kind of what kind of money we get out of our productions, right? We've got pallets of things that we need to go and sell. And what I'm likely to do, just to save ourselves a little bit of time, is to turn those productions on selling today. And then whatever has actually out there spawned, we'll move with the pallet fork, but then that will save us a bunch of time by not having to wait for the other ones to spawn, moving those over and selling them, right? So that's likely what we'll do. I'm also bringing back the 2 bags that we had at the shop that have been sitting there for a while to save us a little bit of money as well when we need them. It's a bag of fertilizer and seeds. It's not full bags, but it is bags nonetheless. So we can utilize those until they're empty instead of actually buying it from our new buying silo, which is super nice. I did chop down a few more trees. The trees that were at the end of our root crop field that we created, I did chop those 2 down. There was only 2 that we could chop down. I chopped them down. I put them there, with the exception of, I think, of like 2,000 or 3,000 liters, something like that. I just sold that. It wasn't for a whole lot of money, but I just sold it just to beef up the funds a little bit. I guess I'll just set them here for now. This is probably good enough. Hopefully there's no issues with this. And by no issues, I mean when we try to film up, hopefully it's not just going to take them straight from the buying point. Any case, I'm still frustrated and upset that the root crop drill does not remove this stuff. As you can see, it didn't even drill some of the field because of that. So it's that's a bit of an issue. So we're going to have to try to take care of that, I guess, the next drilling. Man, that sucks. Anyway, we'll have to try to figure out a way to take care of that. It'll probably just be, you know, utilizing the regular drill here, because we do know that that one takes care of it and gets rid of the stuff off the ground. Or we utilize the little grass trick that Farmer Mike taught us. So one or the other, we'll have to do something there. But regardless, we need to sell some of this stuff. So let's get into here first of all. Let's find our stuff. I'm going to turn them all onto selling. We still have the packets of charcoal as selling, but they're out of wood. So that's a good thing, right? We can go over there and I'm actually going to turn this on storing, excuse me. We're going to turn that on storing because the charcoal has past its time of actually giving us a lot of money. So we can go over there, take that wood from that section and stick it into here because it needs it. This one's still doing okay. Maybe a little bit of wood, but it's still doing fine. Really not a big deal there. We've got a lot of planks and furniture and storage. They're best to sell in June, so it's coming up very, very soon, but not quite there yet. Alright, so we will turn the grape juice on to selling, and then we will turn the olive oil on to selling. The olive oil is almost full, so that's good. Here in about 30 minutes, we should get a nice profit out of this. So, let's get these loaded up, though. Now, you're going to bear with me for a minute. I'm not the best with wheel loaders. These articulate things, I'm not the best with, but I do the best I can here, gang. I promise. Hopefully, it's not too embarrassing for me. Now, I think, given the size of the forks here, I should be able to pick these up as well without having to put them on top of it, as long as I set it up properly. But again, you're going to have to bear with me. Like I said, I'm not the best at this. Yes, perfect. And we can back this up then, and we can just take this and sell it. Now, I might have to move the... I'm going to have to move the trailer out of the way. That trailer is in our way. I will not be able to sell this stuff with the trailer there. So let me move that. Alright, it's out of the way. We should be able to sell these now. Now, speaking of our forest here, I've been trying to tell all of you and everybody else for that matter that I want to beef this up. I want to make it look even more like a very thick forest. And unfortunately, right now, we just can't do it because it tells us there's too many trees on the map, and that means we have to buy a ton of the map and get rid of a lot of the trees to be able to do that. Krasek recently was telling me that there is, he believes, some kind of mod out there that the trees are... Oh, I should turn the beacon off. The trees are not considered to be real trees. They're almost like decorative trees, right? I don't know what that mod is. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I just looked at that wrong. I thought I was like, oh boy, I'm not gonna be able to do this, but I am. Well, yeah, okay. I'd have to do a little bit better than that, though. Come on, Z. He said that there's some other trees out there that we could get that are basically considered like decorative trees, and they don't count towards the tree population on the map. So, if we can find those... Sorry, gang, there's a tree in the way there. Not really getting a good view. But if we can find those, I think that would be sufficient for us to be able to resolve our little issue here and make sure that I can bulk up or beef up our forest, right? Our little mini forest. Because that's a want that I want to do. So we'll have to see if we can find that. Maybe one of you know, and if you do, let me know down below in the comments if you know. I would love to. I'd love to know what the actual mod is called. I have yet to find it, but I'll be honest with you, I really haven't done a whole lot of research into it. So perhaps after this episode, I will do some more research. At the time of this recording, I literally just read Krastek's comment just right before that, but I don't have a whole lot of time today, so I wanted to get this video going to make sure I got it out and done, should I say. We're making a good amount of money off this. This is good. This is good. We're at 22,000 now. We got 2 more pallets that have spawned that we need to sell. But this is good. Now, I think I could pick up the olive oil pallets, but we know for a fact I cannot pick up these grape juice pallets. So... this tree is right in the way. So I think I've decided also, gang, I've been talking about it for a while. Our little lake here we made with these trees, it's probably going to go away. It just I think it just makes sense to utilize the pond that's already there for free, basically, I guess is how you could put it. It's pond water, so it's algae, you know, growing all over the place in it, but this would open up the area a little bit, and I said we were going to eventually be moving the olives and the grapes elsewhere. I already said that, right? So this would open the area up. We could also move our house to a different location, and then just basically expand the yard a little bit in here. I just think it makes the most sense at this point in the series. So we probably will be getting rid of that relatively soon, maybe even today. We'll see. We'll see. And I probably won't get rid of all of the trees there, but at least some of those trees will be going away as well, just so we have some room to expand the yard. So about 24,236, very nice. And when 9 o'clock hits, we should get quite a lot more, actually. A pretty hefty profit should be coming our way. So I'm going to set this here for now, because I really don't have a location for these pallet forks at current. We're going to back up here and put the bucket back on, and have this sitting there unloading constantly, like we always do. Unloading the wood chips. And then when that's done, we're going to go over there and start working on fitting our location for the sheep. I've talked about it for a while. We've got tons of grass now. We got nothing to worry about as far as grass goes for a long, long time. The next mowing we do can be utilized as silage bales. Perfect. And we'll just let it sit there and keep on doing its thing. So let's head on over there. I think I actually have a tractor over there, if I believe correct. If I remember correctly. Yep, the Doltzfar is over there, the high-end Doltzfar. So we're going to move this out of the way because I'm going to have to do a little bit of... Well, I don't think I have to do a whole lot of land work, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of mapping this out, planning this out a little bit. Probably I'll move that lake that we had over there, like I said, to over here. That way we have a lake here, and then we've got that pond over there. I think it just makes the most sense. I talked about it before. I don't know if I'll be able to put the pond, or the lake, whatever you want to call it, over here yet. I'm afraid that part of this is going to be not our land. Well, it is not our land, I should say. And I don't know how big it'll actually let me make this lake, so we'll have to play with that a little bit as well. But first things first, let's get the sheep pen placed down, and then we can go from there. Okay, so currently we do not have enough money to do the actual pen I wanted to do, which I thought we did, but we're a little bit off. And by a little bit off, I mean we're like $20,000 off. I thought it was 24, and it was like 44. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens here in a minute. In a minute, we're going to flip over, and hopefully that stuff that's been in storage will sell. And hopefully it'll sell for a good amount. But we'll find out, I guess, right? Regardless, we can take this over here and at least get rid of a few trees with the Tree Devour mod. Now, it's May, so the price is really not the best, but okay, we're up to 51,000. Actually, I think we might be able to get there now. But since I'm already driving over here, I think I'll get rid of the big ones at least. The ones we talked about, right? The elm tree ones. Because, yeah, they can go. They're not the ones we want to put into our productions anyway. Because they are a pain in the ass. So if nothing else, I can drop them off for our heat production then, if nothing else, right? If we decide not to sell them for whatever reason. Let's see, I thought there was one other one. Actually, this is going to be the easiest way to do it, is to go to the, well, the best I can do for a bird's eye view. No, that's the only one in there. Okay. I was wrong. I apologize. I thought there was one more. I swear there was one more. There's not, though. There's clearly not. Well, while we're here, I might as well just knock out some of these other ones, though, right? I might as well get rid of the ones that really aren't trees at all. And they're just in the way all the time. Those, specifically. So I'll get rid of those. I'll be back, and then we'll see where we're at. All right, we're pulling back up here. I'm going to drop some of this off. For our little wood chip stock, whatever you want to call it. I've still got to find a better location to put the wood chips at, but for now, it's fine for now. We'll drop some more off here, and then we're going to sell the rest of these. And that should easily get us to where we need to be. Alright, we'll call that good enough. We'll keep the rest of it, the rest of the 20,000 liters there. It's quite a lot there. That should be sufficient for a while. This shouldn't be a ton of money here, but this should be, you know, enough to definitely get us to where we want to be at, especially with, you know, any kind of land modifications we have to do. Putting some, you know, some road down, some paint down for painting the road down or whatever. And everything else that we might want to do in that area to spruce it up, right? Alright, we're just gonna leave that there for right now. Let me get back to it, gang. Alright, gang, our barn is down for the sheep. I really like the way that this came out. We gotta do a little bit of work here. But it has some nice side doors here to get into it if you need to get into the sheep themselves and help them out or wherever. But pretty nice. We've got to do a little bit of work, like I said, around here. But otherwise, I'm really happy with it. It looks like this actually barn does not require us to put water into it, which is even better. So that means I don't even necessarily have to worry about the pond over here. It already includes the water with this one, so it's literally just the food. That's fantastic. So let's get some sheep bought, first of all. It's somewhere around here. There it is. What do we want? Let's buy a few of these. They're expensive, right? So we've got to make sure we keep that in mind here. I don't want to spend too much. We only have $10,000. I think let's just buy 2 of each for right now, I think. I think that's what we'll do. We'll let them reproduce. These is just under 6,000. I'm happy with that. Let's go with that. 2 each. It's not a ton, which means all the grass we have here, it's going to be sitting there for quite a while, but eventually they will start to reproduce, and there will be a lot more there. It can hold up to 100, so when we get to 100, we're going to be pumping through the grass. But by then, I would have full confidence that our grass field will be plenty big enough to support 100 sheep. So let's kind of work on the yard here a little bit. The yard for the sheep, I should say. Let's try to clean this up a little bit. I'm not going to make it too big, but I want it to be relatively decent size here in the front. Something like that, I think, would be good. Land's not owned by me there. I thought there might be an issue there. I kind of put it a little bit too close to the edge there, unfortunately, but that's all right. Guess I'm not gonna be able to get rid of that for now. That's gonna drive me insane. It's okay. We'll get through it. No big deal. Now I'm gonna have to do my little trick that Farmer Mike taught me here, because this is gonna drive me insane if I don't do it. So let's just go ahead and do it now and get it out of the way, or at least attempt to find all the locations where it's gonna do this, and we have to put the grass down to get rid of it. Costs a lot of money, Bang, but it's worth it, because I can't handle it. I'm not going to worry so much about some of this little, like, shrubbery stuff that's been falling down or whatever, that's just decomposing on the ground. I'm not going to worry about that stuff as much. Except for the area that's, you know, right by the sheep themselves. Alright, let's knock this out here. So the problem is that big tree, these trees right here, there's not going to be anything I can do about those. Those are there. Those are going to be there for the whole time. Good. Works for me. A couple tiny little touch-ups here, like that one. I wish I could get rid of this thing. Can't. And this one. And then paint them, and we're done. Good. Awesome. Happy with that. Now, the nice thing about this is I can just unload these right here, and they can just stay here underneath the cover. I don't have to worry about them. Let's turn this on, make sure I got it. I was just hitting the wrong button, and that makes more sense. And unload bales here. Keep pushing them. There you go. Look at that. That's about as perfect as you can get right there. Perfect. They've got tons and tons of food. They got more food than they know what to do with. We are not going to have to worry about them for a long time, especially with only 8 of them in there. And it's going to be 8 for a while. Maybe once we get some more money pouring in, we can buy some more potentially just to help beef it up a little bit. But they're going to be good for quite a while there. So, as far as where this goes, I really don't have a specific location. I think I'm going to put it over here. Because we're really only going to utilize this for the grass field. So I feel like it should be over here somewhere. And maybe eventually we put a tiny shed over here as well for this and maybe the mower and a few other things, right? Since our grass field is specifically going to be just over in this region. It probably makes sense to put a tiny shed over here. But we don't have the money for it right now. So we'll just leave it there. Perfect. Love it. Yeah, they're going to be happy there. Nice. Alright. Let's take this back over here. Now, the only other things left to do today, like I said, is get rid of those trees there, work on expanding the grass field, and then we get to fertilize the fields, right? We got to fertilize the field we drilled in the last episode, and then fertilize the field over to the right, I should say, that we drilled in the last episode, and then fertilize our root crop field a second time. But other than that, that's the only things remaining to do today, so a lighter day for sure. But we got the sheep in, which was one of the most important things to do. Chickens are coming up next for sure. I still really haven't made my decision on where I want to put the chickens. I probably will put the chickens, honestly, once we get rid of this pond here and these trees here. I'll probably put the chickens somewhere over here near the main yard, potentially. I mean, my mind might change again, but that's where I'm at least for right now. Perfect. We filled that up. That's good. So let's get this field fertilized first off. It won't take us long at all to do this. I probably could have did it in one passing. Actually, matter of fact, no, that's going to be 2 passings. I think we did this in the last episode, but it's been a bit, so I kind of forgot. But man, those little sections there where it didn't accept any crop, that's driving me insane. I'm sure somebody in the last episode yelled at me already about it, but I didn't know. That's gonna be a lot of work to get that fixed next time. Disappointing. Oh well. Now, as far as contracts go, I did look to see if there's anything out there contract-wise, and at the time when I looked, there was nothing. No contracts whatsoever. So it might be a little bit of a lighter episode today than what I was initially anticipating, I should say. Just because we really don't have any money right now. The only thing we can do to get money is get rid of some trees, but the only trees really we have to get rid of, again, are our new field we bought over there. And there's a decent amount there, certainly. But May is not good for wood chips, so that's not really going to beef up our wood chips at all. So it's really just going to be for our productions, and our productions are going to take a while to get through the wood and make us some money. So, as a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about that, before I forget, where is this one? We want to turn. We did turn on storing already. Never mind. I already forgot we turned it on storing earlier in this episode. What a day! What a day! So we didn't do any time lapses so far, and I don't think we will. This will be an episode, one of the rare episodes where I don't do any time lapsing. There's just not really anything major that we had to do today that would require time lapsing. These fields are so small and this spreader is so large that it just takes a few seconds. It's not even worth doing it. So I guess the final thing we'll do here, gang, is like I said, we'll get rid of some of those trees, right? That's really the only thing remaining left to do, and expand the grass field. So let's work on that, and then when we're done with that, that'll be it. So I know tree work is not really the most exciting thing to watch, and a time lapse, it kind of makes me sick a little bit, so I can only imagine if it makes you guys sick. So I think what we'll do is just a bit of a jump cut here. I'm going to knock down pretty much every tree here, and then I'll start working on trying to get them piled up. I'll have to go get the wheel loader with the little bag lifter thing, right? So I can do our little trick there to pick them up. Pick a bunch of them up at the same time, I should say. And then we can start carrying them to the charcoal thing. And then we'll see where we're at, maybe. If we get those full, then maybe we'll do wood chips for the rest of them, even though it's not going to give us that much money. I don't know. We'll have to just kind of play it by ear as we get along here and see what happens. But I'll jump cut now, and we'll see where we're at. All right, got the first good stack here. We'll see how it goes. It's not going too well, actually, but we're going to keep on trying. Well, looks like I'm just going to pick up what I got. And possibly I can set them on top, possibly, if they don't fall. Alright, we got them, but they're pretty heavy for even for the wheel loader. Ooh, this is gonna be rough, I think. I'm afraid I'm going to kill some crop this way. But let's see how it goes for a minute. We're definitely gonna kill crop here. Oh, this isn't working. This isn't working. Come on, G, get around there, get around there, get around there, get around there. There we go. Okay, but the problem is when we get up, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Alright, well, we tried. Let's move some of this into the grass. Probably need to get a trailer of some sort, right? That's probably what I need now, because we're pretty far away now from our main location here. Here we go, and get 3 of them, possibly. Oh, nope, 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 nope. 3's even too heavy. Oh, boy. Okay, maybe. Maybe. There's a slim chance here, maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, that was a disaster, but we figured out a way to make it to this far, but now I'm concerned with the crops. I'm afraid we're going to hit them. I mean, by hit them, I mean drive through them. I'm afraid this is going to be too wide when we get a little closer, and I can already tell you it's going to be. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not working. I'm never doing this again. We're never doing this again. We're going a different route for moving forward. We're not going to be carrying them like this ever again. This is utter mayhem. Oh, I killed a tiny bit of crop. But hey, that tiny little bit of crop there, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. That's fine. That's not that bad. Oh boy. But that is. Oh boy. These are way too long. These pieces of wood are way too long for what I'm trying to do here. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. This is the most unrealistic way I've ever done something in this game. I feel like I'm doing trying to do cheat codes here. Okay, this isn't working either. Alright, I'm gonna keep working on it. Oh my gosh, we did it. It didn't even take that long, we did it. Just had to meander my way through a little bit, but we got there. Oh my goodness. These are just way too long. I know I'm not going to get the full amount of wood out of this, but oh well. We live and learn, right? Live and learn. I'm sure that was entertaining. That was enjoyable, I'm sure. Alright, I'll go get the rest of them, and we're going to figure out a different way to get the rest of those trees down. We might not be expanding the, we might not be expanding the grass field out today as expected. This episode's getting, well, I guess for you it might not be that long, but for me, it's getting long. It's getting really long. Well, it's a little bit better, gang, but it hasn't been that much better, if I'm honest with you. I think I'm going to have to go all the way down to the end for this one. I don't think there's any way I'm getting through our little pass we've made. I guess it's a good thing I... Oh, no, 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 no! Ah, no! Oh, boy. I was going to say, I guess it's a good thing I created that other path down there, but... Oh, boy. And then these road signs are in the way too. So this is wait till you see this. Get over there. Yeah. Okay, this is probably a much slower way of doing this than I was expecting. And I'm just killing crop. Great. I love killing crop. My favorite thing to do. Okay. I think, fingers crossed, I think we're okay now. We won't be utilizing this tactic anymore. Okay. We're basically home free now. We just got to get around this corner and we're home free. You boy. There are a few other smaller sections of the trees that we have to get back. They shouldn't be the issues like we're having now. It shouldn't even be close to that same issue, so... Oh boy, this tree is in the way. Oh boy, what are we gonna do here? If I go in there, then I'm really gonna get stuck. Well, this is probably one of the trees that's gonna go away. If we keep the trees like I said we were gonna keep, it's probably gonna be these... right here, around that. We'll probably get rid of all of these because we'll need it for a farm expansion. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of it now. Actually, we don't want that one. We want this one. It's already hooked up. Well, this has been a bit of a disaster at the end of the episode, but oh well. It's definitely entertainment, if nothing else. Initially, that idea was a good idea, but I think in the long run, it's not going to work anymore unless we're right next to our sell point. I think we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way or just using this tree devour. One of the two. We'll unload and sell this. Oh, there's wood chips in that. I forgot to put wood chips in there. Completely forgot about that. Alright, now we should be going straight here, turn left. We should have plenty of room when we turn left up here. Shouldn't be a problem. Yep, plenty. Plenty of room. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. $4,000 out of that, not bad. I'll take that. These trees are way too big, I know. I'm actually wasting wood actually by doing it this way, I know. I know. Alright, it's up to 27,000. The small little shrub sticks that are still there, I'm going to get those off camera, gang. We're going to leave the episode here. Hope you enjoyed it. That ending was a little nuts, but we made it through. We made it through. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button if you're new. It's free, helps me a ton. Special thanks to all of our channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or ideas, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you on those. And until next time, I'll catch each and every single one of you in the next episode. Oh, boy. Wood chips. Wood. Wood chips. Wood chips. Wood chips.